Hey, what's up, everybody? Will anything coming out of the West Point Mint this year be a winner because of the shutdown? Will anything have a lower mintage? I do this on occasion. I will go through the entire list of the prior year and the current year and just look at mintages, see what the US Mint has sold, and is there anything that has the chance of having a lower mintage? So in 2020, I'm doing this because of the shutdown of the West Point Mint and the shutdown of the San Francisco Mint, and just want to see if there's anything that has the chance of being a lower mintage because of the fact that they are not producing anything right now. And will the West Point Mint actually reopen this year? I believe they will at some point in within probably May or June. I believe the West Point Mint will be back at work. Will they shut down again is the question. Will this problem, this illness come back in the fall? And if it does, will the West Point Mint shut down again? I think it's entirely possible that the West Point Mint will shut down again if indeed they do come back. But when they do come back, I believe they will be pumping out product like they will never be able to make or mint anything ever again, in my opinion. Now, with that being said, is there anything that is worthy of buying because of it being a lower mintage? Now, the first thing I wanted to look at is the West Point American Silver Eagle. Now, the West Point American Silver Eagle, proof American Silver Eagle, I do not collect. I do collect the San Francisco proof American Silver Eagle. But what I wanted to look at is what is the mintage of this coin? Now, yesterday when I looked at this, it actually said remind me, which meant it temporarily sold out. And I figured that this would not be available at least until the West Point Mint is back in operation, back at their facility producing coins. So I was surprised when I looked at this 24 hours later today, and it actually says add to the bag. So I'm not sure why it said remind me yesterday, and today it's back being available. But I wanted to look at the mintage of this coin and see where it was at, where we stood as far as how many they have currently sold. So let's take a look at that real quick. All right, so we're going to look at the mintage or the amount of coins sold for the 2020 proof West Point American Silver Eagle. And I was surprised when I saw that they have already sold 267,000 of these coins, and we are only in April. Now, there's a couple of reasons why they may have sold that many. One being the shutdown. People were probably worried that they weren't going to be able to get, if you are a collector of this coin, which I am not, might have been worried that they could not get that coin. So when the West Point Mint actually came back from their first shutdown, a lot of people might have ordered it. Second reason is because this is the last year for this design. I believe there's been talk that the proof reverse design is not going to be changing. I heard that the reverse side of the proof and the BU both are going to be changing. So a lot of people might be ordering this because of the fact that this is the last year of the current design for the reverse of the American Silver Eagle. But regardless, whatever the reason is why people are buying so many of these, 267,000 of these coins, and only being April, that is a ton. So there is going to be no collector value, in my opinion, for this coin. I believe now they're going to probably mint these almost the entire year in 2021. So my prediction as far as a final mintage of this coin is going to probably be somewhere around 500,000, possibly 600,000. Definitely greater than 300,000, somewhere between 300,000 and 600,000. I know that's a big range, but with it having 267,000 right now, you just don't know how many people who want this coin already bought it. So um, I know the 2016 had around 600,000 of those coins sold. And we also don't know how many of these coins they already produced. That they could have, produced a lot of these expecting a high demand. So this coin, the 2020 proof West Point American Silver Eagle, in my mind, is already a loser as far as numismatic value. I believe this is going to be nothing more than, if you're a collector, it's something that you're probably going to want to get. But if it's something that you want to buy just because you think it's going to have a higher value, some kind of a numismatic value later, I definitely think this is not, and I would definitely stay away from that particular coin. Now, the 2019 proof American Silver Eagle, for some reason, it is not showing the mintage for the 2019. Now, the 2019 is shown out of stock. And I just wanted to compare the final mintage from the 2019 to the 2020, but they're not even showing the sales right now for the 2019 proof American Silver Eagle from the West Point. This here is the San Francisco, which has 144,000, but the San Francisco tends to have less because there's more collectors for the West Point, since the San Francisco proof American Silver Eagle just started, I believe, in 2017. But there you go. There's your comparison between the 2020 West Point and the 2019 San Francisco. But unfortunately, they are not showing the sales right now for the 2019 West Point American Silver Eagle. So, is there anything else that's coming out of the West Point that could be a winner as far as a lower mintage? I don't like this. I don't like this. This one here. This is the um, Pursuit of Happiness Platinum coin. This one they actually reduced this mintage from the one last year because I think the one in 2019 had a mintage limit of 15,000 and they didn't sell anywhere near that. So they reduced it to 13. And I just think, the premium is too high and there's not a lot of collectors for platinum. So I think that's going to be a loser also. But is there anything else coming out of the West Point that could possibly be a winner? And that is what we are discussing today. Gold Eagles, not for me. This here, this has a heck of a premium. The Gold Buffalo, proof Gold Buffalo. This one here, I looked at the mintage yesterday, or so far the sales to date, they've only sold 5,000 of these coins, which I would love to buy one of these, but that premium, that is way too expensive for me. So I would stay away from that, me personally. This one here, I go back to this proof set. We have no idea how many of these are actually going to be produced. I actually bought some of these sets. I think this one has some potential, which is why I bought 5 of these sets. And they have 190,960 already produced. The San Francisco Mint is closed for production. The West Point Mint is closed for production, which the proof set comes from the San Francisco Mint, but the freebie nickel, Jefferson nickel, comes from the West Point Mint. So you need both mints operational to have this complete set, to have the uh, silver proof set and to have the West Point Jefferson nickel. Two mints have to be operational to get these. Now, like I said, I believe once both of these mints come in back to work, they're going to be pumping out products like you would probably never believe. So I don't know what the final sales are going to be on this, but if there's any product from the West Point Mint or from the San Francisco Mint that has potential, is going to probably be this set. So who knows how many of these they're going to sell. They are going to continue to sell these into most of 2021. So who knows? But that is what I am speculating on, is that proof set. And of course, 2020 is an unprecedented year. It's a different year. Some of these coins you might just want to buy just for the historic nature of 2020. But and of course, there's a lot of product that we don't even know when it is going to be released. Some of these things already had a release date for May, and some of them they took the date away and put to be determined, because they have no idea when they're going to be able to release it, if they're going to be able to release it. It all depends on when and if they come back to produce coins again. And then you have the Basketball Hall of Fame, which those are going to be coming partially from the West Point Mint, partially from the San Francisco Mint, and we have no idea about that. This one is the one I have my eye on. I've been saying it. I've said it in a couple of videos, and I'm going to say it again in this one. I want to see when this is going to be released. I want to see the details. I want to see the mintage limit, if there's going to be a mintage limit, a product limit, if there's going to be a household limit. But the one that I'm more interested in seeing is if there's going to be a mintage limit. Is it going to be similar to the 2019 San Francisco enhanced reverse proof coin that had a limited mintage of 30,000? That would be completely insane if they did another one similar to that mintage limit. This one is going to be a privy mark for the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II. So this is the one that I have my eye on, to see if there when and if there's going to be details, if they're even going to release it in 2020. It all depends on if they come back and if they have a fully operational production facility. But that's all that I can find as far as that goes. Once again, the 2020 Proof American Silver Eagle from the West Point, for me, already has way too high of a mintage. So it's all going to be about the 2020 silver proof set. And this one here, I think is going to be the big one, depending the details of the mintage and product limit. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.